Hi guys, let's start our first devlog. I'm very excited about. As many of you know, this is not my first game. I made a quite successful space shooter named Remote Life. It is a Steam game and I have enjoyed all 3 years of development. It was a quite long period because I simply never did a game before. I have to admit, it's a very cool game, but I made a very big mistake. I made the game simply too big. What I suggest to all newcomers who like to make a game, do not start with a AAA quality game. My game genre is not really hard to develop, but I made 16 levels, tons of enemies and so many bosses. It's simply too much. It was simply crazy from my side to think that I could make all the game in a short period. Of course, all these things increased my dev time so much, but I can tell you, I have learned so many things and I have improved all my skills. It was a fun time, it was a great experience, and I will use from now on all those tools also for my future games. I will link below the Steam page should you be interested to get more information about my game. I have been always a great gamer as kid and still I'm gaming, and I always loved the genre of action platformers. 3 years ago I was probably not ready to make a platform game, but now I feel ready and I accept the challenge. As kid of the 70s, of course I loved many things of the pop culture coming from the 70s and the 80s. Who of you did not love Masters of the Universe, Schwarzenegger movies, Hercules movies, or playing in arcades all the classic games? Or playing Dungeons and Dragons with your friends, or watching fantasy movies like Dark Crystal, Clash of the Titans, or Conan the Destroyer. My idea now is to make a platform game with metroidvania elements which has the feelings of those past times. Big guys on steroids, monsters, RPG elements, action, and again action. So let's start. I wanted surely a fantasy world with orcs, dragons, wizards, magics and all that stuff. But I wanted also a cool main character like Spartacus. I really like Kirk Douglas. His movies are really great. After I blocked out in my mind the environment, the first step for me was to think about the main character. He should be very muscular. That's why I studied all the pictures of human anatomy and watched many pictures of bodybuilders. In this way, I was sure that later on I was able to locate the muscles in the right places. For my project, the best software to start was ZBrush. As a lover of Spartan helmets, I wanted absolutely that my hero was getting a Spartan helmet. So, for me, this was the very first step. In ZBrush, which by the way is one of the best sculpting softwares which are used also in Hollywood, I slowly began to sculpt a face that later on I turned to a metal mask. After that step, I sculpted separately also the crest. Later on, I have joined everything and boom, I had a great Spartan helmet. I really like the result. I love how he looks like. He looks aggressive and cool. Exactly how a warrior should be. The second step was to create the body. ZBrush has a great tool which is called Z-Spheres. You can mock up in a very short time a rough shape of the body, having joints everywhere and moving them like in a puppet. That allowed me to create the base mesh. The rest was easy. Looking at human anatomy books and bodybuilders, I was able to sculpt the muscles. I liked the result a lot, and to give him the final touch, I added a cool pair of sport trousers. This will be part of the story I will not tell too much about, because otherwise I would spoiler all the story, which is really very cool. The body was fine, but I wanted a second alternative body, much bigger, huge muscles, so something really exaggerated. So I went to ZBrush that allowed me with certain brushes to increase all the muscles. The result is amazing. I just love how he looks like. This is exactly what I wanted. Even He-Man and Skeletor would be scared to fight with him. I added a couple of other helmets, just in case I wanted to change them later on. This is the end of the first devlog. Soon I will add new stuff. If you like the video, please show me this with the like button and subscribe to get notifications when I upload new videos. Thanks a lot, have fun with my channel, see you soon, bye bye.